So maybe they can help us find it.
Alright, fine.
And in the meantime, while searching, you can begin filching it. So you guys make your way back to the conference room and inform the party of the events that have transpired here. Did you guys close the door behind you? Bad news. Seal's not in his office.
Say that. Fuck.
Did Orin ever see the seal?
We talked about that last session.
Yeah, and I rolled back. Well, I guess not then.
Maddox thinks he might be able to filch it on Alice. But I don't know. He holds it up, and you guys can see how intricate it is. It's like, the ring itself has a ridging about it. There's a lot of smaller little icons that exonerate? No, that's not the right word. Honor, officiates other factions that are part of the Freeport's founding, stuff like that. Could he do it in time? Potentially. Perfectly? Maybe. Quickly? Well...
If we take the wax seal off the Tinkertames, we can melt it onto ours.
And then we destroy the house. There shouldn't be any evidence. You guys begin hearing a commotion outside.
Oh god.
Some rumbling.
Oh no.
Like a spy outside.
A
Yeah,
one
what's it look like out there?
and a two.
Bunch of
And three.
tames.
Of just, dude, they're just hanging out, dude. They're just normal citizens, just hanging out, you know. There's five of them.
Times.
Yeah.
Okay, what do we
This
need
group-
Portia's quickly?
This group does look like it's just passing by. This group of two over here, and they. Oh no! Don't delete that. This three over here, they don't stay out directly like this close to the place. They do like go across the street and just sort of vibe. And it matters to you guys keeping a watch on the place. What you guys are doing, you're on
Turns up
stakeout.
tabled.
They are quite clearly belligerent, but not drunkenly so, but aggressively so.
Yeah.
We could take more people over there to search the office, make sure they didn't miss it, which I doubt you would miss it, but...
Simon just shrugs.
I've had something else on my mind all day. I could have.
I'm not the bureaucrat.
Well, our exit's on that side of the building anyway. I reckon we all move to there. Are there windows into this office
No.
as there are like that? No?
No, these ones are.
Yeah.
There was, like,
Bereft
the
in my-
balcony, so they could see us if we could see the guard. Unless we stealth it.
Well, that's the thing. There's no light up here, so you guys are going in darkness. Right up
Right.
here.
Yeah, so
Yes,
if we don't
that's the
have a
main
light,
thing.
we're fine.
Yeah.
But I forgot about the guy's little patrolling flashlight.
So you guys
Okay, so
make
yeah.
your way over to Magister Lim's
Pile into
former
the
office.
Hop, 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 hop.
Maddox, you and Simon already rolled, so you don't get a reroll. But the rest of you, please feel free to
We all fit
roll
perfectly.
your investigations.
Oh, investigation.
Follow me, my flock.
Yeah, the stealth is
Yeah, I
isn't
mean
necessary.
stealth. As long as no one has a negative modifier, we of like
God-
what 10.
You, I'm using inspiration. I'm doing it again. Well, that's not great either.
So I got a 17 on the stealth. Watch me get
Ooh.
not
We can
that
use this
on-
stealth. We can use a number, and you can just tell me the differential if you want.
Oh, thank you. It's it's one less. So it's a 16.
Oh. So what?
Ew.
Gotcha. Okay, so 16 plus no guidance because he's still concentrating on pacified trace. So 16, 15, 19. Very good.
Mm-hmm.
No stealth roll necessary. 4 Barb. This shit's nerd. This is a nerd's office. You do not give a shit about this place, bro.
Man, fuck this shit.
Mallory. You find a hidden compartment Not in the desk.
So we're fucking freaky.
It's in the chair.
I fucking knew
I was
it.
gonna say that as a joke.
Me too.
Like the stamp isn't like a huge stamp that's like the size of a fist. It's like I
Yeah.
don't know, like
just
the
a little.
flat of the bottom flat of your the fist, right?
Yeah.
So it's actually
Calm.
you actually find a hidden compartment in the chair, the back of the chair. Do you open it?
Yeah. She'd be like, "Oh, this is totally gonna be it."
Make me a dex save.
Oh.
Think a
Getting an
spy is
shot coming?
You think a spy is gonna leave this important seal unguarded?
Allegations. Allegations are. Oh no.
Oh god!
Oh no. Mallory, you did so good. It's fine. It's
You
fine.
want inspiration?
Anyone, as I say, anyone got a muffin?
I have my inspiration. I'm gonna use it.
Okay.
Do you want an inspiration?
Oh!
I already volunteered. You don't have to ask.
I already volunteered. Yeah, if you're offering.
No, I'd rather we take the L and snatch the people in the hands of
Well,
the
it makes
thief.
sense feel better, but only if
Miley, let's take the thing.
If only if it's her. 15.
15's gotta be it.
Mm-mm.
Fuck it.
Save
You're
the other
what?
half.
You're
Let's
what
see what
off?
this does.
You're what
You're
off?
shitting me. Ooh. You know what? It's fine. It's fine. Listen. She's not
Simon
me.
doesn't save her with some kind of.
He used the Umar rune already. Here, I used the Umar rune earlier.
Oh man.
Okay.
Alright, well, you know how like thieves get their hands cut off or whatever. Yeah, it's fine.
Well, something like that, actually.
Oh, boy.
It just grabs your hand. That's a lot
Holy
of damage.
shit, dude.
That's not bad.
That's it. That's their health bar, is what that is.
Oh, wait, I forgot. Plus 4. Because it's a modifier.
Plus 4? 23 is enough to bring me to 1, but plus 4 brings me under.
What's your max HP?
27.
That's so fucking funny, actually.
Make me a death save. If you fail, you die.
It just shoots her square in the heart.
This is the term. If it does all of your max HP in one damage bit, you make a death save. If you fail, you die. If you succeed, you are barely alive at a failed death save.
I was gonna ask this earlier when Barb was possibly gonna have to go into death saves. I know for campaign for drama we make it GM roll, but do we want to do that for the 2-shot?
I mean, we're gonna know
they'll find out
instantly if
pretty
you lived
quick.
or died.
Yeah, that's GM or what? Actually, you GM. My bad. I was a.
She rolled a fucking 1, didn't she? She rolled a
Okay.
goddamn natural 1 on the death save.
Oh, okay.
The motherfucker! The motherfucker rolled a fucking 1 on her
Yeah.
death save!
Yeah.
so perfect for
You were given 2 inspirations just to lead to your instantaneous death.
Hey, I'm happy it's a 2-shot.
Oh,
We
what
can,
the hell?
here's the thing, we can use it to bring the Tinker Tames for murder.
You can.
Because
It's what she would have wanted.
because it's a 2-shot, can we not have Mallory fucking die? One of the founding members of her.
I think it's the perfect time for someone to die.
Oh.
So,
Hey, well, hey, Garth still has a inspiration.
No, I don't, that was it.
What?
Yeah.
He had
He already broke his muffin.
he
already did.
broke his muffin earlier.
He gave you half.
No, it wasn't for that, because he
Oh.
took it back.
He gave it back.
Yeah.
Oh.
I used both halves on something.
It's fine. It's a 2-shot. So, Mallory, you open up this hidden compartment, and nothing happens, right? You're just like, oh, I'm in the clear. Then you see inside the little seal. The little gilded seal. With a nice deep red base to it. Clearly having been well used for the red, well, stamps for officiating purposes.
She would declare her findings when she has a second.
You got it. You grab it and pull it out from its little compartment on the back of the tail.
Let Simon.
Your head explodes.
As you take it, and it leaves, I'll call it the threshold of its hidden compartment, you realize you can't let it go.
Ooh.
And it begins to, almost like in a burning, or not burning, what's it called? Heat metal sort of way. It begins erupting heat and flames from where you're holding on to it. And it begins, like fucking Soul of Cinder, Dark Soul style, or Frenzy, if you want to use Elden Ring. The fire begins erupting from where you're holding onto it, that your hand holding onto it, up your arm, across your body. In a way, it doesn't hurt too much, which is weird. It's almost like this purgative thing about it. And that's when you realize that it probably should be hurting you a lot more. And you see a person in the doorway, a figure that you don't quite recognize, but feel so familiar with. Some dark, malevolent being. Not having tricked you, you got yourself into this own bit of trouble, but they are clearly getting some kick out of this. Your warlock patron, in a moment of kindness, is sort of preventing the heat from causing you to scream out in pain. But you do know that, in a manner similar to damaging a frostbitten limb, you might not feel it, but the damage is there. You just haven't realized it yet. And it's still going on you as you try desperately to grab it and pull it off of you, but it just doesn't let go. You guys watch in silent horror because you can't exactly scream right now, or else it gives away your position. Your compatriot burn away. All that's left, when everything's said and done, is a pile of ash and a seal.
So fucking grab it next.
Yeah, you guys aren't quite sure if you should touch it at this point. Was it a thing that only works once?
Is there
Does it just have a
even
curse
ash
on it?
left, or is it just
There is a pile of ash there.
Surely it can't happen twice.
What's a surely what happened twice?
Simon is just like stun locked right now.
Bit.
I'm sorry for your loss, Simon.
Barb
tries
got the
to
seal.
hide the fact that she's crying.
Oh.
Barb, grab the seal and let's go.
You want me to grab that?
No, I want you to leave it on the ground so we can fail and make her death mean nothing.
Maddox grabs it.
Oh!
So, Maddox, you grab it. And make me... No, just kidding.
Oh, they're gone.
It still feels very... very warm.
Let's get this over with, shall we?
Unless we don't have to take her body with us.
Should we at least sweep her under the rug?
Okay, now you're just being rude.
I'm not being rude. Where do you think they're gonna know if there's a pile of ash on the floor?
And I'll not know who it used to be. But we do. Don't forget that.
Just try not to.
Yes,
step on
sir.
this.
She was the most useful member of the team. But damned, am I gonna regret this for a long, long time. The damned fool. Right then. To the sewers.
You guys hit the stamp, or heat up some wax. Oh yeah, here's a little fun fact. You don't need to heat wax on this seal. If you push it against wax, it'll heat it for you.
I mean, let's say
Yeah.
Oh, what a magic
Almost
thing.
like it's part of the
it heats up
abilities.
wax and Mallory's apparently.
Waxery. You hit the seal onto your own application. Put it in the other bin, the little file holder, and make your way out of here. Waiting for the guard to complete another circuit. So now, here's where it gets a bit dicier. Because you guys make it to this exit, or not this exit, this stairway. So,
The staircase going down.
yes, you guys need to cross past the desk in order to get to the basement.
I don't think this would work. But
dude.
at the very bottom
Oh,
of that,
God.
it's a lot. It's literally the last, like, 2 sections. Or, like, I can make, like, a little tinkery thing, and we could maybe have a distraction as we dip. I
If
might
you
just
want.
set up the things upstairs. What up?
Yeah, I was gonna say, you probably shouldn't do it right in front of you, but if you wanted to have gone on to the other
Yeah.
section up here, you could have.
Yeah, have it, like, go down, like, the staircase, so they're like, what's over... Oh, hold on. Give me the ruler. What's over there? And then we go, fuck, run!
If you want.
Let's
Roll
turn
me... this is a guaranteed success, just for the purposes of turning. For them to turn and look in that direction.
Mhm.
Now, the catch is... Here's where the contention hits. They are turning to look at the bottom of this staircase. They don't need to get up to look here, right? So it's a question of how fast can you guys bolt this way quietly, might I add, quietly, while they're looking away. So the longer your distraction, the more weird your distraction is, so to speak, the longer they're going to stay turned, and the more time you guys have to cross over. So please roll me in that vein, in Arcana or Performance, with your intelligence. I think that fits for a board.
We'll still have what's it called? Pass
Pass by
without
trace.
trace. Stealth, right? Yeah.
Yes, you would.
Good.
I do not have performance. I do have Arcana. They're almost the same. Don't suck, my dear child. Do something useful.
I'll give you advantage,
Oh!
but never mind. Never mind. Never mind.
I'll
Never
roll the
mind.
guidance
You don't need it.
again.
You wouldn't have guidance because pass by trace.
Oh, right, yeah. That's funny.
That
He
being
did
said,
something
and
useful.
funny. You guys take the time to go up onto this other side, this eastern side, deploy it down like a fucking slinky down this stairway, make your way back on the second floor to the other side to get to the western side to be ready to cross over to the basement area, which is open, but the door is closed, but this hallway section is open. There's not like a rail or something you have to like vault over, like just doing a train ride.
You want to know what the little thing is? It's, if I could it be just like a little wind-up clockwork toy that kind of looks vaguely like Mallory? Little things.
It trips a lot.
It has like a gyroscopic, so when it trips, it falls. It just kind of keeps rolling and keeps going.
This definitely catches them off guard, mostly because if there's something upstairs, the alarms and the traps would have caught it, right?
Do
So there's
things.
like, where did this come from? To the point, at a nat 20, they're so confused by it that they both get up and go examine it. And one even crouches down and picks it up, and he's just like,
Explodes.
yes.
If I could do that, I would.
Womp womp. That would probably cause an incident. More attention. But in that time, you guys managed. I'm not gonna make you guys run a nat 20 on that way. You guys are managing to sneak by and enter into the place. The door to the basement is locked.
Alright, Simon to the front.
You go over to Simon, like, come on, Simon, go lockpick it. He's just still in a daze. Like, shell-shocked, equivocally looking.
He has not dealt with much death in his life, has he?
Not something like that!
I mean, okay, yeah, that's a given. That's a fair one.
Like, he's killed people, but... I don't know,
Jesus
there's something more
Christ.
sophisticated in killing someone with a knife than that.
Yeah, she just kind of disintegrated in fire without making a sound. Well, barely
I mean,
making
the
a
good
sound.
news is she didn't suffer much. But not that you guys would know that, but...
I'll grab him by his little shoulder cape, give him a little shake, whisper, "Get this door unlocked now."
He blinks once. Right. The door. He crouches down and begins lockpicking it. He has disadvantage, but I assume you guys are trying to give him the forceful nudge, like, if you don't lockpick this. It's bad news bears, bro.
Bro, we are fucked if you don't open this, please.
So he'll at disadvantage cancel out.
Cancel out.
My brother in Christ.
He begins lockpicking it, and one of his picks breaks. Like the standard stereotypical Oblivion lockpick shattering noise.
Simon, I know you were fancy on the girl, but if you don't get us the hell out of here, she died for nothing, and that's on you. So get us the hell out.
Lord Gawain was putting down that same point. You guys could pick between which of amongst you rolls, but one of you roll me an intimidation check with advantage.
I have a +4 in intimidation.
Go ahead and take it.
Oh, so good.
Snap back to reality, damn it.
Or in things like, come on. You can hear them walking back, muttering to yourself, where did this come from?
Just teeth gritted, whispering over shoulder, like, if we get caught because you can't pick a damn lock, I'm gonna crawl inside you before we get arrested.
Maddox is in the other ear.
Angel and devil.
Yeah.
On the other shoulder.
The last thing they see before they clap me in the irons is me chewing my way out.
If you get us out of here, I'll buy you every drink in the bar. I don't care what it is. Just get us the fuck out.
This is what we call carrot and stick.
You guys are bargaining so hard.
He goes back to, like, he pulls out a different lockpick, clearly one that's not suited for a lock of this size, but he sort of just jury rigs it, like, jams it in there to get it to work, and in a couple of moments, either from the persuasion or the coercion, you guys hear the lock click open, and he opens the handle and twists it and opens it, and you guys enter very, very quickly into the basement.
Good man.
We did it, Lord Gawain. We did it.
Yes, all three of you did so well. Please keep going.
No rolls necessary from here on, my friends. You guys have a map of the sewers. You guys didn't make a noise. One thing as you guys do enter into the sewers, as you guys do enter into the sewers, Simon does pull out the Tinker Tames' application and just sort of stare at it. There are lanterns down here, torches and stuff like that. Not all across the entire sewer. That's insane. But there's one torch at the entrance to this building. And he just goes over and holds it. Actually, no, this is... He goes over with the application to put it to the flame, and then he stops. And clearly gets equivocally a PTSD episode. As his hand begins trembling as he stares at the fire, almost licking the application.
You know, you could use that to bolster our numbers. They're not a mercenary group. They need to join one.
Do any of you have, like, some sort of acid cantrip or some such, by chance?
Acid? No.
Acid?
I have vicious mockery. I can insult the paper.
Womp womp, unfortunately.
I got nothing.
I can use prestidigitation to sully it.
Doesn't destroy it. I mean, I guess it would ruin the printing on it.
Oh, you know what? I can I use presto to just erase it?
Oh, yeah, I guess you could, couldn't you?
Oh, wait, hold on. Does that insinuate we could have just used Presto to make the seal on there?
No.
No.
Okay,
I wouldn't have
okay.
stayed.
We use Presto
Yeah,
to just wipe away the ink so it returns the paper
Correct.
to its natural state. That makes sense. That's fair.
Simon walks over to you, Lord Gawain, and holds it open, like almost like someone declaring an edict on someone, or like a arrest warrant, or like how Crusader holds his scroll in Darkest Dungeon 1. Please, wipe them off. Yes.
I want you guys to know that it crossed my mind to be like, hey, you know, prestidigitation lets you like turn candles on and make small campfires. Could it
You
set
just
up a
incinerated
fire?
in his hand.
But that's just cruel for no reason. That's not Lord Gawain. That's my next character.
Oh god, please don't.
So let me wipe this filth clean. and with a snap of his fingers, the ink almost like as if the paper suddenly became hydrophobic. The ink just kind of like drips off the page, runs right off it,
and drips down into the sewer water.
Tinker who?
Long.
You guys now have an application that has a seal, but no ink on it.
Actually,
Which is the cool
hold
thing,
on.
like cutting someone a blank check.
Can we set up
That's
like
the power
a
of-
secondary faction that
It
just
wouldn't
works
do you
under
any
us?
good, to be honest with you, but it's probably worth a lot of money. But
That's
you
fair.
have to be very careful as to who you give it to.
Mm-hmm.
It's capital as a startup.
It is. It is. It's not good indefinitely because Magister Lim's signature is or stamp is only valid for so long after his trial. So like 10 years definitely not gonna be relevant, but within like this next like several months, it's still probably relevant.
Mhm.
So with a blank application with a stamp of approval on it, you guys make your way using the mapper's map, his silk map, and find yourselves crawling out of a sewer manhole cover a few blocks away. No alarms, no fuss, no nothing. You guys got away scot-free.
Fuck.
Um,
I just realized.
No, we got away Mallory free.
Damn.
Mallory would still be alive if we just use Presto to get rid of the text and then write our own information in there.
Ah, damn. That would actually been smart.
hindsight is 2020.
No, that is 100%. We would not have thought of that at the time. This is fully like, oh, hindsight. We would not have thought of that at the time. Maybe
I
O would
honestly
have as
didn't.
an insane
If it makes you guys
person.
feel any better, I don't have that on like a post-it note written somewhere like, if they just press the application and write their own name, it's such a big brain play. I didn't realize prestidigitation could do that. So, I don't plan for solutions. I only think of obstacles,
Mhm.
and you guys can do the solution piece. So yeah, that could have worked. Hindsight, everyone, hindsight. Simon does hand you, Lord Gawain, the empty application. You hold on to that.
Fine.
He sort of stirs for a bit. Good luck, everyone. Probably
Get
one of
ready
the-
for me to call on you to find someone to sell this to.
I believe I could help with that.
probably better him than me. No one that runs in my circles would want hot property like that.
Alright, Maddox. I'll keep that in mind. For now, I suggest we go our separate ways for the night. Lay low.
Right.
Perfect.
I'm going to bring our newly approved application to Alex. If one of you wants to come with. Otherwise, I'll leave you to your own devices.
Simon nods numbly at that. Begins leaving.
Inside check.
Roll insight.
$15 if my boy Maddox is helping.
Maddox would help.
Yeah, you don't need pathway trace at this point. Yeah, it makes sense that you two are the ones who are picking up on this or helping one another pick up on this. Simon had something there for Mallory.
Yeah.
You're not sure if he knew what, but there's something there.
Yeah.
But definitely a violent. It's not even violent, but like a sudden way like that is traumatizing for most people, much less for a girl that you fancy. Which is funny, by the way, because Nina did totally message me. I'm gonna out you right now, Nina. When Simon was climbing, like spider climbing, and crashed next to the window lockpicking, she asked me, "Does Simon have a good ass?" And I'm like, "He does." So,
I said Mallory's looking.
Time for me to make my move. Anyways.
so perhaps in another lifetime, there might have been something cute there. Not this.
Too
one,
bad
though.
you got incinerated.
Yeah.
So, you're not sure what's up with Simon. I mean, you wouldn't be surprised if he washed out after that. He's a tough son of a bitch. He's emigrated from the Azure League, which probably has its own ruthlessness about it, but everyone has a breaking point.
It's the
Maybe we'll
silent
see
part
him.
that gets me.
So, you're not sure.
Simon,
He looks over his shoulder.
I trust you'll be there for the next step.
He looks down to the ground. I don't know. He shakes head, but you guys don't need me.
Maybe. Maybe not. I'm the one that decides if I need you or not. So do me the courtesy of not going to ground if you want out. I'm not letting you go without my blessing. So if you'd rather not be with the Red Revelry, you ask me.
I don't know yet.
Well, come to me when you find out.
Nods. With. Good night.
Get some rest.
So, does anyone go with Lord Gawain back to Alex? In technicality, you don't have to bring the application to him. You could have left it in the office to be officiated, but it is also already officiated, so it's like, yeah. You're waiting for the cleanup bureaucratic cleanup people to empty out Magistrate Lim's office and put it into the rest of the circulation. Or you could bring it to Alex and he's like, hey, I have it. Here. Please get this going. So it's your guys' call if you would have left her or taken it with you. It would have been another slip of paper no one would have missed.
Yeah, I'll just bring it to Alex.
Maddox has a hot date. He'll be going his own way.
It's more than a date, lover boy. More than a date. Hot, steamy, a lot of dates. So that's where Maddox is going. What about Orin and Barb?
I guess Barb can go with him.
Maddox would invite Orin as well.
Oh,
No.
what is this? No. What would be a change of character role?
This is where you begin indulging vices as a
Horny roll.
Not a horny role. Just
No, it's a horny roll.
no. Okay, well then never fucking mind. No, I'll indulge in the
come on.
fun, even if someone's being annoying. Sure, he'll go along.
Yes.
So, then Barb and Lord Gawain, you guys go back to the Haunted Keg.
On the walk, once we separate from the others, they're like turning to look at Barb. Lord Gawain is gonna speak to you. Barb, I can confide in you, right?
Yeah.
Good. Because I know that you know that if you start spouting my business to others without my say-so, you die a painful death. Slow, agonizing. The kind that kills your soul before it kills your body.
Her eyes widen and she nods in acknowledgement.
He nods as well. Then after a moment, I'm gonna miss that way, lass.
Me too. I've grown quite fond of her.
It's like when you see a stray cat in the middle of the alleyway. Hungry. Cats don't cry, as far as I know. But you see in their eyes that despondency, that desperation. Yes, actually Mallory's trash cat. Hopelessness. You want to protect it.
Yeah. I wish I could have protected her.
Well, sometimes a stray cat gets into trash, eats itself into an early grave. Or sometimes it wraps its hands around a enchanted stamp. Oh well. I suppose in the end, it was a fitting way to go out for the unlucky sod. Let's speak no more of this. Then off
You
we go.
return back to the haunted keg. See Alex there, who's clearly been drinking a good amount of caffeine to stay up amidst this late night. By the time you guys wash back into the haunted keg, it's near empty. You see the barkeep, the innkeep rather. She opens her mouth to greet you, but then stops, realizing that, nah, maybe tonight's not a night for pleasant greetings. Let you go about your business as you guys enter the back rooms you've paid for yourself. Seeing Alex there, you put the application with the seal on it on the table and slide it over.
The Red Revelry lives.
He looks at it and he pulls out a pocket watch. And so soon, too. He has a look of incredulousness about him. Closes the pocket watch and puts it away. Oh! He looks up from the paper at you.
You seem surprised.
Not surprised at the results, surprised at the alacrity. Well, he stands up and walks around the table over to you and holds out a hand. Congratulations, Lord Gawain, on your... Looks at the paper for another moment. Newfound? Looks back to you. Mercenary company. I'm sure Lord Captain Kim will be quite pleased to hear about an up-and-coming group.
He seems pleased right now. Delighted. He's smiling.
Yeah.
I'll wipe it off his face. Mallory's dead.
You-
He's that now.
Yeah, exactly.
I've made him that.
Yeah, you disposition change.
Power you hold.
He holds up a hand. I best not know. For anonymity's sake.
No, you best not. I thank you for all the work you've done. Will you stay with us?
Of course.
Good.
I imagine they're going to want to talk to the person who ran all the process. Someone that has a knowledge on it all. I already have... He gestures at a stack of papers that is there with him. Aside his like coffee cup and stuff like that. I've already begun running some of the papers for Lord Captain Kimball's employ. I'm going to read all the legal jargon tomorrow after I've rested a bit. Not the sort of he shakes his head, not the sort of thing you want to look at with tired eyes.
No. Speaking of which, I'll be in my room. Find me if any new developments happen.
He says all loud silence. If anything new happens, I might kill myself. At this stain.
Quietly.
Yes, he'll let you up.
Actually, I've had a change of heart. You don't have my permission to die. By your hand or anyone else's.
He gets a bit of cheekiness about him, and then he realizes that you're being serious. He just like a little smirk, and then I've no suicidal ideations, I assure you, my lord. I just pray that the night goes by quietly. It's already towards 3 in the morning.
Is it already?
Yes.
Lost track of time.
Then you should get some rest, my lord. As I said, I think you all have earned it. And lost aside, congratulations again.
My thanks.
He sits back down.
Don't worry yourself to an early grave. Guess you rest tonight too.
Just crossing some T's and dotting some I's and double checking this. He taps the application.
By the way, Maddox said he might know some people, but we happen to have a blank application with a seal attached to it.
You say blank application, he opens his mouth like, well, that's not... Like, anyone can get a blank application. Then you say that has a seal on it, he stops. What? What? You didn't always have that, did you?
Oh, no.
Okay.
I just got my hands on it.
He was up ahead? I shouldn't know.
You shouldn't. But, well, I'll leave it to you and him to find someone that might be interested in buying it. Actually, what do I know if he would be the kind of person to be doing that?
He could. Where I was this, him and Maddox will be operating on two different approaches. He'll be operating on ethics. Maddox will be operating on word of mouth. You know, like, I know you, my man, and you ain't good with me. Whereas Alex is going to be like, I've heard and confirmed this individual. Here's his credentials. So it's going to be two different fonts of information.
You know,
of course, if they align, if they align on the same person, then that's probably your golden ticket. That, or he's good to be, or he or she is too good to be true.
Mm-hmm. Well then, yeah, you leave it to them.
Yep. You and Barb can go up to your respective rooms to retire for the late night. Me. And meanwhile, Maddox and Oren could be having a very, very, very late night. Having your bottles popped, so to speak.
Yeah. We're not trying to tie ourselves down early in the afternoon, you know?
It's the afternoon! Right, of course. But I think we are a little bit past, but it's still good time nonetheless. That, my friends, is where we conclude the two shots. Congratulations on your new mercenary company. Hail the Red Revelry. You guys will have some centuries of operations and missions and employers and employments. Yes, those are two different things. People will come and go from your mercenary company, either because they retire, because they get crippled or maimed or violently injured. Some will lose bits of their sanity and morality. Some will betray you to other mercenary companies and join them. Some of you will just have a plain, clean, simple death is the reason why you're washing out of the company. It will be centuries of history before we get to the actual campaign. But, my friends, a couple centuries time, we will be playing the main game. Well, not in the real world, obviously.
Right, yeah.
Unless you guys are that immortal, in which case, give me a call.
No, I'm not that immortal.
Sorry. Your guys' advents will take you from your Freeport city of Castello out potentially to Albion or the Sunset Counties, or even in the employ of the Azure League. It will inevitably wrap up northward, and potentially towards Zugoff, but certainly toward the Fairfelds. You guys will even wrap around on officiated Mithrin ships to get around the Gumall, because no one fucking survives that shit, into the steppes, being a long way from home, and then into the Vale. Under the dutiful employ of the Empire. And that's something for next year. That's something for next year.
See you guys December 2025.
1 whole year from now. No. Session 0, unless anyone has any naysay against this. Actually, I might. Hold on.
Oh, okay.
Tentatively, because I just realized I think I might make plans. But we'll see. I need to confirm. Tentatively, January 11th, 1/11 will be when we have our session 0. Prior to that, I'll probably ask you guys to roll some stuff so I can populate your guys' attribute point pool. So that way, because most of the session 0 won't be spent, I'm going to put this point here and put this point there.
Right.
Oh, I'm going to pick this class. No, a lot of the session 0 will be you guys doing the conquest, so to speak, system. I described you guys a number of different locations that leads to your guys' inevitable arrival on the eastern side of the Vale, west of the steppes. You guys did not you as a company did not actually go literally everywhere and then end up there. You guys will be the ones picking which operations did your company pick? Which missions did you do? What scars has your company earned? What failures did you guys take? You guys will be the lucky ones to decide all that.
Nice.
But inevitably, you will end here. In the eastern section of the Vale, this valley between the Colaris and Ceres Mountains. This little stretch here. And of course,
like a
we work
marker
for
there
that.
or something. We get like a marker there or something.
I don't know exactly where it is.
Ah, it's
I just know it is. It is in this green space because it's the only way you can enter into the Vale.
How do you know it's there? Well, it's the only option. Well, shit.
There are other ways to enter the Vale, but just not on the eastern front. So, tentatively, January 11. Let me know if that works for you guys, and I'll let you guys know if I accidentally make plans then. Awkward! If nothing else, we could also end early on a normal start on a Saturday and do it then. So, we have flexibility. But hey, good job on performing a very, very good heist.
Hell yeah.
At
Only one casualty.
One casualty by exact amounts, if I'm being honest. I feel a bit bad, but also it's a 2-shot, so I don't feel that bad.
It was properly sad. I feel.
It was.
I
Yeah,
did
once you
like
roll a
Rocky's
nat 20 on
Auditorium.
a death save, it was meant to be.
It was the nat one. I was just like,
That was
Laugh-
perfect.
I
I
was laughing
can't.
in incredulity at that point. I will say one thing. Simon does not turn up for you guys' first operation. He does not turn up for any summons or callings. And sorry, Lord Gawain, he does not ask for permission to leave.
Yeah, well, his life's forfeit.
By all
Do you
accounts,
hunt him
no
down?
one. Well, that's the thing. No one knows where he went. The last time he was spotted was the sink, and multiple people say he went to different places in the sink. But then he just. But according to all the guards, he never left.
He struck a
God.
bargain with someone to do something.
He became Rat King.
Oh wait, yeah. What about the shadow thing that the crazy person
Yeah.
told you?
Oh yeah. This, I guess I probably should have done, but we're running short on time. At a certain point, when you guys were exfiltrating through the sewers, you guys eventually, you guys were eventually caught in a crossfire of sewer patrol people. Like forward, back is the way you just came. Forward, you see a light cresting around the corner. Looking left, you see literally a trio of guards right there. Looking right, it's a fucking wall. So you had to make a game time decision. Where do we go? Then Lord Gawain, you hear that little crazy boy muttering. Stick to the shadows, my lord. The shadows.
But
The
then we
shadows?
didn't need to do that.
The only way of shadows is right behind you. You'd have to go backwards. You could have taken on the guards, right? Right?
But I think at that moment, Lord Green would have been like, "Oh, the shadows," and then probably backtracked.
Backtrack. You see the guards cresting from around front of you, just around the corner. There's more than 3. There's 6. Seem to be a
Ooh.
couple recruits, some trainees. So it would have been
A massacre.
9 on 5? 9 on 6? No, 6 was your total number. 9 on 5. And the guards aren't pushovers like the
9 on 4.
Yeah.
5 because of
Because
Simon.
of Simon, yeah. Who was definitely out of it, so you don't know how combat capable he would have been. So,
Yeah.
potentially backtracking was the right call in that case. And you feel for but a moment that the shadows welcomed you into their embrace.
Thanks, Madman.
Thanks, Madman. Smile.
Are there any rats
So-
in the shadows?
There were rats in the shadows.
Oh, thank God,
Um,
Mallory died.
So here's actually gonna be a fun fact for you guys when you guys actually play the main campaign, because your boss is the Archon of Shadows.
Mhm.
You guys will meet with the Archons as agents, and there are two types, operatives and agents. Operatives are like spec ops, right? They're very few in number, but the Archon of Shadows expects them to get shit done because they're highly trained and also corrupted, but I digress. You also have the agents of the field. What do those agents look like, right? Well, if the operatives are spec ops, sure, these guys are something good. No, not at all. There are some people that are insane and crazy out in the Vale and in the rest of the world that hear the Shadow talk to them. These cultists are agents of the Archon of Shadow. So you guys should regularly expect to meet with local madmen because they're your point of contact in the local region. That's totally normal working for the Archon of Shadows, alright? Just cultists that are your friends! Smile. Twitch. Shake. Scratch his neck.
Spasm.
Spasms.
Evaporates. Disintegrates.
So, yeah. Thank you all so much for playing. Fun.